Joining me now is Georgia Congressman Buddy Carter. He's a member of the Budget and Energy and Commerce Committees. Congressman, thanks very much for being here this morning. I know your district is in Idalia's path. You're on the ground in Georgia right now. What can you tell us about the region today?
Well, first of all, we are prepared. We've been through this drill before, and people know what to do. We continue to remind them our emergency management personnel are among the best, and they've done a great job of preparing everyone for this. But certainly our thoughts and prayers go with the people in Florida who are about to be hit with a Category 4 hurricane. And listen, this is something you cannot take lightly, and you have to take it very seriously. The wind, the flooding. We happen to be in the full moon right now, so we're getting king tides. That in combination with the flooding could cause some serious problems here. Thus far, we've only seen the initial bands of rain, but even those have been quite significant.
Let me ask you about policy, Congressman. The Biden administration announced yesterday a list of 10 prescription drugs that will be subject to Medicare price negotiations. President Biden attacked Republicans while addressing the news yesterday. Here's the president yesterday. Watch.
We'll stand up to the MAGA Republicans who voted against the Inflation Reduction Act, the MAGA Republicans who have been trying for years to get rid of the Affordable Care Act, deny tens of millions of Americans access to quality, affordable health care. Today is the start of a new deal for patients where Big Pharma doesn't just get a blank check at your expense and the expense of the American people.
Congressman, you've been a pharmacist for more than 4 decades. What's your take on all of this?
Well, first of all, obviously, this is a president who is tone deaf. This is a president who is out of touch with reality. The Inflation Reduction Act, the prescription drug portion of it, is one of the most egregious pieces of legislation that I've ever seen. This is going to destroy research and development. We can ill afford that in our country. The University of Chicago has said and predicted that this would result in 342 fewer drugs coming to market. Even the CBO, the Congressional Budget Office, a bipartisan economist group, has said that this is going to result in fewer drugs coming to market. Now, is that going to be the cure for Alzheimer's, the cure for ALS, the cure for diabetes? We don't know. But I know this. We cannot afford to have fewer drugs, fewer cures coming to market. In my years of practice in pharmacy, I've seen nothing short of miracles as a result of research and development. We need to keep that going. Yes, the drug companies need to do a better job with the pricing, but that's not where the problem is. The problem is in the middleman, the pharmacy benefit managers. So
how do you address that then? I mean, we keep hearing this, that the bureaucracy of the system is the reason that so many drugs are so expensive. I mean, this effort here is to try to get that particular list of drugs down in price. So what do you want to say to those people out there who are struggling because they have to get these drugs and they're expensive?
They are expensive, and they need to come down on price. That's why we need more competition. We need more generics, biosimilars in the market. We need more policies that would encourage that. We need to bust up the vertical integration that exists in the drug pricing chain, where you have the insurance company that owns the pharmacy benefit managers, that owns the buying group, that owns the pharmacy, that owns the doctor in most cases. That's got to be broken up. That is a vertical integration that is causing the increase in prescription drug prices.
Well, we're going to follow that because this also came up the last time President Biden wanted to give the secret sauce of the COVID vaccine away for free. And the issue about, holding on to intellectual property, ensuring that when an investor invests in a drug or in a drug company, they expect a return, not that they're going to invest this money and then have it given away. The intellectual property. But I got to get your take on this impeachment inquiry. We've been talking about it this morning with the panel. I asked House Speaker Kevin McCarthy about the spending fight in Washington next month, because as you all come back in the next couple of weeks, you've got 2 major issues on your plate, and you've got 2 weeks before the government runs out of money. Take a listen what the House Speaker told me Sunday. Will you be able to deepen this probe while also battling Democrats and the White House about funding government by September 30th? Walk us through your scenarios that you expect. Do you think we'll see a short-term continuing resolution while you finish the appropriations process?
Well, one of our goals is to change Washington. We're tired of these omnibus bills where Congress doesn't do their work like their appropriations. So in the debt ceiling, we put a provision in there. If you didn't do your job, there was a 1% cut across the board. It made a lot of members mad, but they're actually doing their work. I don't believe we'll have enough time to pass all the appropriation bills by September 30th. So I would actually like to have a short-term CR, only to make our argument stronger. Because, Maria, if we shut down, all of government shuts it down, investigation and everything else, it hurts the American public.
Congressman, you're on the Budget Committee. What's your take on where this is going?
Well, I certainly applaud Kevin and his leadership and the route that he's taking here. I think it's a very calculated route. He is right. There's no way we're going to get 11 appropriation bills done in the 12 legislative days that we've got in September before the deadline of September the 30th. We will need a CR unless the government shuts down. Now, I agree. That sends a strong message, but I hope we can avoid a shutdown, because a shutdown is just not good for anyone. We have to stop programs, start programs. It costs money. Yes, it brings attention to something that needs attention, and that is the fact that we have too much deficit spending. We've got too much debt in this country, and it's got to be addressed.
All right, Congressman, we'll be watching all of that. We will, of course, have a spotlight on it when you all get back the week of September 12th. It's good to see you this morning. Thank you so much, Congressman.